Hello everyone. Uh, Today we are not going to be wasting any time because Disney had unveiled a new slate of movies which talk about the Marvel movies, and you have Star Wars and others as well. So enough with the introductions. Let's get on with the topic. During Disney's Investors Day presentation by Kevin Feige, he unveiled some new films, like I previously stated. I'm pretty sure this was a response to Warner Media's uh, previous announcement that movies in 2021, which include the likes of Matrix 4, Tom and Jerry, The Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 84, Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, just to name a few, would be released in theaters as well as streaming services simultaneously for free. Would like to further point out that Disney is rolling out a new international streaming service called Star on February 23rd. This will be mostly for adults, and this is going to replace Hulu for anyone who is outside of US. New content come in the form of TV series and movies, and they are Secret Invasion, Armor Wars, I Am Groot, Guardians of Galaxy Holiday Special, Ironheart, Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania, Fantastic Four, Black Panther 2, and Captain Marvel 2. And of course, we also have Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Shang-Chi. Now let's talk about the 5 clips that were released yesterday, and they are Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, the What If storyline, and the sizzle reel for Miss Marvel. In Falcon and Winter Soldier, it will be finally be releasing on March 19, 2021. Spoiler alert: there'll be Madripoor will finally be there, the fictional place of mutants, and of course Omega Red also might turn up. In fact, there have been leaked photos from the set. Then there's Loki, where we might see, or what not we might see, we will see the Time Variance Authority. This is the Loki which we saw in Avengers Endgame when he took the Tesseract and he just vanished. He also has his own prior motives, and the trailer, you should watch it. It's freaking amazing. Owen Wilson appears in the trailer as Mr. Mobius M. Mobius, and his design of the character is based on a popular Marvel legend called Mark Gruenwald. And this one is releasing on May 2021. Date has not been specified, but that's what we get so far. We have the What If animated series, and this is basically a story by which is being narrated by the Watcher, and he talks about what if the MCU heroes took an alternative route. For example, what if it was Peggy Carter who had become who volunteered for the Super Soldier program, and she turned out to be Captain Britain. Then there's Tishala, who is in fact taken by Yondu of the Ravagers, just to name a few. And this will be releasing somewhere in mid 2021. And finally, a sizzle reel for Miss Marvel. Iman Velani will be playing the character of Kamala Khan, and we did see the character in the video game Marvel's the Avengers, and it's a really pleasing sight to see the likes of Miles Morales and Kamala Khan. Within such short years of the debut, they have managed to make it to the big screen and video games. So I'm super excited for Miss Marvel as well. The sequel to Ant-Man and the Wasp will be called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We're not really sure about the release date. However, we do know that it'll be directed by Peyton Reed, and the same cast of characters will be back. And also, Jonathan Chambers is playing Kang the Conqueror. For Thor: Love and Thunder, Kristen Bale will be joining the cast of this movie as the villain God, the God Butcher, and this will be out on May 6, 2022. And also, Lady Sif will also be making her return for this one. There will also be another Disney series called I Am Groot, which will obviously star this guy and some other characters similar to him. Another special called Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special, will be coming to Disney Plus in the year 2022. Now we don't know if this is a sequel to Volume 2 or if it's somewhere in between Volume 2 and Volume 3. We just know that it's a holiday special. So I am not too sure about where this movie leads to, but then I'm finally excited that something is coming out for Guardians of the Galaxy. Next Disney TV series for Marvel is called Armor Wars, which will star Don Cheadle as he returns as James Rhodes, aka War Machine. And the story will be about a classic Marvel story where it's about Tony's greatest fear, which is that his tech will fall into wrong hands. I kind of find that a little weird because the first, second, and third movie was also about that. So I'm just happy that War Machine will be getting his own television series. So super excited for this one as well. Marvel is listening to its fans because the Secret Invasion TV series, not a movie, is finally greenlit, and Samuel Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn will be back as Nick Fury and Skrull Talos. And I'm very excited for this because the Skrulls in the MCU were actually the good guys, and in the comics we know that they were the shape shifting baddies. Maybe there's like an extremist wing within the Skrulls in the MCU. That's why it's called Secret Invasion. But let's see where this one leads to as well. Adding to this, we have Moon Knight as well. Right now, we do not know about the release dates. We do know that Oscar Isaac was rumored to be playing the role as well as Daniel Radcliffe, but that has been not yet confirmed yet. Yes, She-Hulk. She-Hulk will be played by Tatiana Maslany, and this will again be a Disney Plus TV series, and it will see the return of the Abomination and Hulk itself. So we see that Tim Roth and Mark Ruffalo will be back. I hope Red Hulk is there as well. Original Avenger, Jeremy Renner will be back as Hawkeye along with Haley Steinfeld, who will be playing Kate Bishop. Right now, the production is still ongoing, and there have been some leaked set pictures as well. Captain Marvel 2 has also been announced. Right now, we don't really know about what the release date is and what's going to happen in this movie. We do know that Kamala Khan will be in this movie, and yes, Disney has also released a poster for all the details regarding all the cast and characters for Shang-Chi. And coming soon to Disney Plus, Dominic Thorne is genius inventor Riri Williams in Ironheart, an original series about the creator of the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man. Yes, the Fantastic Four movie is finally happening, and John Watts will be directing the movie. John Watts directed the uh, Tom Holland led Spider Man movies. I was hoping it would be someone else, but then John Watts has done a great job with Spider Man so far. And right now, we have no idea, no information regarding the casting of the characters. But if Marvel plays its cards well, and they listen to the fan theories, it's gonna be absolutely bonkers. And yes, for a side note, I also made a video on the Fantastic Four, so you can check that out as well. And finally, for Black Panther 2, we do know that Disney will not be recasting the character of Tishala, who was famously played by the late Chadwick Boseman. That simply means I think that the mantle will be passed on to Shuri, and they won't be using any sort of CGI for Chadwick as well. Now that we have done with Marvel, we have Star Wars. Lucasfilm has again released new slate of TV series and movies as well. One of them is Rangers of the New Republic. We don't know what this is about, but apparently it's going to be about Cara Dune. Then we have a TV series about Ashoka. And by the way, Rangers of the New Republic and Ashoka will be set within the Mandalorian universe. And coming back to Ashoka will be played again by Rosario Dawson. And I'm pretty sure the main baddie here will be Grand Admiral Thrawn, as it was previously teased in one of the episodes of The Mandalorian. Another spin-off on Andor, who's basically a character from Rogue One, and this has been in development since 2019. And finally, it's good to see that there was some sort of sizzle reel for this series, and really excited for this one. But however, the thing that I'm most excited for was the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, which will be set 10 years after the Revenge of the Sith, and Hayden Christensen will be back as Darth Vader. So it would be lovely to see a PTSD-ridden Obi-Wan Kenobi, and finally maybe a rematch between Obi-Wan and Anakin or Darth Vader. Patty Jenkins will be directing a new Star Wars movie called Rogue Squadron, and that's why we know why Wonder Woman 3 won't be made after till a long time. Then there's Bad Batch, a Clone Wars spin-off. Then there is Droid Story, which is basically about R2D2 and C3PO. Maybe it's a series, maybe about a new droid or a new character that we'll see. Then there's also a new series for Lando Calrissian, and a new series called The Acolyte, which is a mystery thriller. It's about the dark secrets of the High Republic in its final days. There are rumors that we might see Darth Plagueis or even some bits of Darth Sidious. I would love to see Revan in this series though. And there is Star Wars Visions, which is basically a series of anime shorts consisting of 10 episodes. Then Mandalorian Season 3 will be releasing on Christmas Day on 2021. And I'm just loving the fact that they're really going forward with Mandalorian. And the success of Mandalorian is the reason why we are getting such new Star Wars content. Now we'll be getting some new stuff as well, which is not Marvel or Star Wars. There's the Alien series by FX, which will be shown on Hulu. Then there is Raya the Last Dragon, which will be released in theaters as well as Disney Plus Premier Access. The sequel to Mighty Duck, Hocus Pocus 2, Peter Pan and Wendy, Pinocchio, Chip and Dale Rescue Rogers, and finally the last movie for Indiana Jones, which will be directed by James Mangold, and of course the man Han Solo, aka the man of many avatars, Harrison Ford, will be back. And there's also a movie on Buzz Lightyear called Lightyear, which will be released in summer of 2022. Will be voiced by Chris Evans, and also a movie called Willow, which will be released in the year 2022, again by Lucasfilms, which was this is actually a sequel series about a movie that was released in 1988, which had which was directed by Ron Howard, starring Warwick Davis and Val Kilmer. And finally, some of the animations such as Baymax, which is a spin-off on Big Hero 6, which will be released in 2022, and Zootopia Plus in the year 2022 again, and Moana in 2023. Guys, that was a lot of content from Disney Plus, and I mean, if you thought HBO, Warner Media played it right with how they said that movies will be released simultaneously in theaters as well as HBO Max, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give everyone a run for its money, Disney Plus, because this is unbelievable. I mean, the slate of movies and TV series, even the likes of Netflix, I'm pretty sure they must be going back to the drawing board, maybe. And let's see. This can be a game changer in the next 6 or 7 years at least. So that's it for today, guys. If you do like what we are doing, do subscribe and hit us a like. This is Ren signing off.